Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 25th of April 2023. I want to use the Bonefire Tarot for today's reading. A deck that I really love. It's super quirky, so it's not for everybody. Oh, and I'm just seeing on camera the colors come out even better than in person. That happens with the Shadowscapes Tarot as well. So if you're filming your readings, just a tip from me. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these a few times, and then I'm going to choose 3 cards to see what the tarot has to say about Tuesday and what energy you'll be working with on this day. So let's see. Okay, so the first card is the Hermit. Then we've got the 3 of Cups. I love it when we have opposition with cards like this, because the Hermit, if you think about it in a literal sense, is being on your own. And the 3 of Cups is friendship. So we've got something happening in that area of life. And then finally, we have the 8 of Wands, which is, I mean, beautifully depicted here. Something is coming in. Good news is on the way. So to me, that says there's the potential for a new relationship, definitely a friendship. But if the point is being made so strongly, then I would say it's a good day for new relationships, particularly romantic relationships, I would say. But friendships, new contacts, any kind of relationship, really. So it's going from a state of, and I'm just looking at the literal meaning of the Hermit right now, but it's going from being by yourself to suddenly being surrounded by people who are very different to you, who can inspire you and motivate you. You can teach them and learn from them and vice versa. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which is good news when it comes to your life purpose, or good news about your life purpose. Okay, so let's look at each card then. The Hermit is the major arcana card of the day. These are minor arcanas. The minors are temporary influences, and the major arcanas are the big themes, the fundamental kind of life theme of the day. The Hermit is about spending time in contemplation in order to find some sort of an answer. And it's realizing that you can do a lot for yourself. Like, the Hermit doesn't go to university and enroll, in gender politics to figure things out. He goes out into the desert and he spends time in solitude, communing with something. And 9 in numerology is spirituality and completion. So he may seem to be on his own, but he isn't. He's actually in a dialogue with something. And usually the Hermit has a lantern, which is a symbol for illumination. So understanding, figuring things out in a practical sense, but also enlightenment in the sense of, I realize that there's something bigger. It's kind of like I feel the sunlight of spirit, as they would say in the recovery circles. Here we've got a lot of different symbols. We've got an owl, so we've got wisdom. We've got a wolf, which I would associate with this kind of scrappy type of resilience. Then we have the pink blossoms, which is about springtime and rebirth and a new cycle starting. And then we have the cherry here ripening and being full. So this is about going through all these different stages, completion of certain things, the beginning of new cycles, and the fundamental thing is understanding and enlightenment. That's what moves this whole thing along. So in a practical sense, what does that look like then? It either means that you understand something about yourself which has been a barrier connecting you from other people or your life purpose, and that's held you back. And you understand that, and it kind of goes, pop, I understand this now. It doesn't need to control me anymore. It kind of, the insight takes the power out of anything that's kind of like this weird hand at the top here, which has a hold and a grip on you. If you feel like anything has a grip on you in your life, where you're struggling and you can't escape, this is a day where you're able to kind of see through that grip and realize that it's an illusion and that you're actually free. The Three of Cups, 3 in numerology, is about new beginnings and communication. So something ends, again, something new starts up. And the Three of Cups is about the ability to socialize. It's in the element of water. That's about connection. Again, on a higher realm level, but also with anything or anyone. So other people, nature, your own creativity, sense of spirituality. And the thing that I always really like about the Three of Cups is that it's 3 women who, in this case, they appear different, like looks-wise. But often, like, the dresses are different. Often they hold different symbols, kind of signifying different interests and values, beliefs, life purposes. They're all on their own mission, but they're able to come together and share in each other's friendship despite their differences. So they're really a great example of how you can connect with people, and the differences are actually something that enrich the process and that should be celebrated, and that mean that the way the friendship feels, it feels very exciting, and there are opportunities for growth, and certain things may hit you emotionally that you may have not considered before. So it's 3 women being friends, but also really teaching each other about life and how to create abundance and how to, they prop each other up, they support each other. This isn't like they're not fair weather friends, they support each other in life, and they go through life together. Yeah. So again, I'm being drawn to the very literal kind of meaning of this with the wolf here. If you feel like you're on your own a lot and you don't have a lot of kind of friendships in your life, that's something that you can get moving again today. That's a big subject, like as an adult in friendships. Because of like as when you're younger, you're often part of institutions and things where you're around people anyway. Well, for a lot of people, Okay, so finally we've got the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. I like the little acorns here flying in, because acorns, as far as I know, isn't that where, like, if you plant, well, the seeds are somewhere involved in the process. If you plant those in the ground, you get new trees. So this is kind of a huge incoming kind of wave of new beginnings, of heat, of passion, of new life, new ideas sprouting. We've got all these stars. So these are wonderful things that want to kind of be born through you and your experience. We've got the horseshoe, which to me is good luck. We've got a letter, news. We've got the blossoms on fire, so a new process you're really excited and motivated about. The 8 of spades there, same as the 8 of Wands, so just, I suppose, repetition, but it's a playing card. So I suppose the game of life, and sometimes you have to take a little bit of a risk if you're going to get to the next diamond on the grid here. So that's an interesting take. And the whole thing is, there's a lot of speed and momentum involved. There's this journey. So there's a sense of something appears on this day which enriches your journey. A risk pays off. You feel like you get lucky. You get some good news. It may be to do with your friendships, or it may be a personal liberation. No, excuse me, a personal insight that feels very liberating. Okay. Number-wise, we've got 9, and 3 is 12, and 8 is 20. Wow, and 20 reduces to 2 in numerology, and 1 and 2 is a relationship. So again, the numbers are highlighting that part of the day, that it's very much about cooperation, communication, starting new friendships, new relationships with people, and being open to that. So if you do meet someone new on this day, then really see, like, exchange numbers if you enjoyed the conversation at the very least, because it will lead to something good. Like, once these trees are growing, they're going to stick around for a while. So solid is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I hope that gives you an idea of the energy you'll be working with here. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. I use astrology, the tarot, numerology, and my intuition in my personal reading. So if you have any questions about your life purpose or relationships or spiritual understanding and enlightenment, then please do get in touch for a personal reading. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.